Hello, Kangen family. How's everybody doing today? It is Monday once more, 52 Mondays in a year, and I think we're coming on the last quarter here. Our good buddy's out flying around doing what he does best, and that's motivating and helping inspire people to live this Kangen lifestyle. Myself and my good friend Creel Hutchinson and Kimberly's in the back helping us out tonight. So we got lots to share with you. I think tonight's going to be a fun night. We're going to talk about the tools that we have to utilize in our business to make it easier for you, to make it more successful for you, and all the prospects and our clientele that we're dealing with. Tonight we're going to talk about the connections, how to connect the different type of connectors available, where to buy them. We're going to talk about some of the DVDs that we use, and we're going to talk about some of the brochures that we use, and Creel's going to talk about PH Alliance 2.0. That's been rolling out, and you guys should be receiving letters already. So I want Creel to say hello as well too. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, Siha. Thanks, man. Always good to kind of, it's a full circle every Monday night here as we roll up the wagons. Happy to have everybody join us. Appreciate your time and effort. And yeah, I'm really excited. Since last week, we've rolled out the Prosperity and Health Alliance 2.0 automated training. So everybody on the line would have received, well, table of contents, kind of an overview, 12 weeks, what was happening, and then PHA1, PHA2. See, I already touched on it. We're going to review those two emails and kind of talk about some of the highlights and how we, the tools that we use in our day-to-day business and what we found to be really helpful. And then we'd love to get some feedback and Q&A. Wade's out in the world doing what he does best, inspiring people. So we're real happy to be here. And yeah, let's do it. Let's move it forward.
All right, so we want to go ahead and start with the 2.0 and rolling that out, and our friends and myself and getting the PHA1 and PHA2 and the instructions, that you gave to store those, to file those away correctly, to get at it next time. Watching the videos that are attached to it is really important, because it's important to know what those videos are saying to our prospects, so that we can talk to them about it, probably afterwards. So I'm going to let you roll with it here, and then I'll come back in when you're ready. How's that sound?
Okay, so, sounds good. Kim, can you just let me know what's being shown to our friends in the outside there? Can we show my desktop? Okay. Okay, great. I'm ready for that. Great. Okay, so as we talk, okay, okay, excellent. So as we talked last week, we were going to roll out the 2.0, and just want to show you a little of my screenshot. This is my back office. It's one of the folders. So here's my inbox, and then on the side I got 4A's PHA. So I've got PHA1 and PHA2. So you're going to receive 2 emails a week over the course of the next 10, 11 weeks, 72 days in total. And so just we want to do a little quick review of those emails so that we're all on the same page, and that we'll be able, from that familiarity, be able to coach and show this to our new distributors and new people coming in. So get a really good sense of the training package that you have to deliver to people. So the PHA1 was really a welcome, an invitation to join our community, and it's the webinar sign up, so you get people right away linked into us and their training system. So pretty self-explanatory. Of note here, you can download the table of contents. I think it's really helpful to have that on your desktop, so that you're going to be able to back check what we're going to be rolling out. I know for myself and for the other leaders that have growing big teams, it's really nice to empower people to know where to go get the information rather than having to give the information yourself. So that table of contents we felt like was going to be really important. So there it is on PHA1. And then the PHA2, which we're going to spend a little bit more time focused on, really is how to get your Enagic system set up and where to get your Kangen supplies. And if you've been in the business more than a month, you realize that not every installation goes as smooth as the video shows on the Enagic website. You know, there's different diverters and there's options and pull-out gadgets. So our first, thing we want to do for any new distributor or new customer is make sure that they got the water rolling. You know, they made a significant investment, and our due diligence as being professional customer care is really to make sure they get it installed and up and rolling. So on this email, how to set up your K8, how to set up your SD501 or Platinum. So if I've got a client at a distance, I send them that video, so now I've got access to it. Reminding people how to clean the machine, you send it in text. So you can see there's a lot of good information because we really want to do a better job of letting people know, hey, you got to keep your machine clean, and hey, let's get it installed, and how to make the 2.5 and 11.5 water. What I've noticed is when you spend a little bit more time in the front end getting a customer or a distributor set up and really excited, the chances of referrals, which is really kind of the bread and butter of our business, and see how, knows us more than anyone, when we do that in the first few weeks and kind of stay connected to a person, really, really helpful. That leaves a lasting experience that people are just more willing to recommend the product for, especially in that first 1 to 3 months when they're really seeing some really good changes. So as we move through here, we then invite people to go to the back office, which is at enagic.com. Sign in. We've provided the password Enagic 2010. You can see that on here. That's where you can get all your supplies. So we're really educating the new distributor how to be effective so that when you turn around, they can also share that information with their customers. Step-by-step process. And then at the end of this is, kind of the basics. There's a great water use chart. There's also Danny D. McCauley, the 501 demo, explaining all the different waters, how to make the 2.5, setting up the system. So you can see this is a really nice general overview email that's really effective to get people kind of out of the box, started, excited about their product. So you can see PHA1, PHA2, really basic stuff, but really important. And you can imagine if you're a brand new distributor jumping in, you get these emails and you can walk yourself through the setup, and it just alleviates that training that we are needing to do over and over again. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the tools because it's actually coming in the PHA 3 and PHA 4 emails that you'll be getting tomorrow. So in that, and Sia is going to share some of the brochures and the stuff that he uses, but I just want to introduce you to a couple key websites that we love, which is ionfaucet.com, and I'm just going to pull it up here and walk you through it. Very effective to know for a new distributor. I use this all the time, and if I was in the United States, I would be using it even more so. So some great products to know about. Most people, 80% of people, I feel, usually need a pre-filter. You can go here and find out which pre-filters they need for their area. Most people don't realize right on this first page, there's a water quality report, this water droplet. If you click on there, you can submit your customer's location, their address, and send it in, and within 24 hours, usually, you'll receive feedback from Ion Faucet with a full overview of the pre-filters recommended for that site with a quote. And that's really easy to pass on to your customer. Right? They also have an extensive variety of filtration systems, cleaning, marketing tools, but what we really like, have you ever had the question, hey, can these machines go underneath the counter, or how do I get rid of the hoses and all of this stuff? So we have specialized faucets that allow you to really customize your personal setup or a customer setup. So you can see I'm just kind of weaving through that right here. What's really handy is to go to the gallery, and then you can show people what those different faucets look like set up. And And in general, people get really good results with all of this stuff. I've used probably these installation faucets about 20 times. People love them. If you're ordering them from Canada, these are in US dollars, and there will be tariffs of about $100 charged at the border. So you just want to factor that into your quote when you pass that along to your potential client or to yourself. And then I want to just bring it down here to diverters and adapters. Being a distributor, it is absolutely crucial to have your own setup kit. Now, I get questions all the time from new people saying, hey, you know, they send me a picture and saying, how do I install here, or how do I install here? You know, do you have this adapter? You have this adapter. And if you're going to take this business serious, you really got to just get your own kit and order extra parts and pieces so that when your customer needs it, you got it. Because asking the upline to continue cover it is just, it slows down your business, and it puts you in a place of like needing to ask rather than really providing that service. So here is the Ion Adapter Kit Deluxe set, which is awesome. The inline diverter. You can go through this. The universal adapter I use all the time. So I would suggest ordering this, and without a doubt, the inline diverter, which is here, and then you've got the inline diverter adapters, which is the 3/8. I have probably gone through about 25 of these over the course of the last 3 years. So it's basically whenever you have any of the hoses you pull out, you can't attach the end faucet, you pull it apart, put it together, fantastic. I know Siha also uses it all the time. So here's Ion Faucet. They've also got some great promotional material, so worth exploring. The other website that I like to use is also 6A Tools. 6A Tools has some really great promotional materials. They've been around for a long time, so worth checking out. I'm just going to pull it up so that you have it. They have their own version of the inline tools, so here it is. So great installation accessories. In general, I prefer to go to Ion Faucet, but it is worth noting that these guys do have some really great stuff that just gives you another option, which is quite handy. They do have excellent brochures and books. In particular, they have this Ion Water Protocols book by Peggy Parker. They've got all of Peggy Parker's stuff. So a home chemical-free sanctuary, ionized water in the kitchen. It's just helpful information for you to really serve your potential customer or client in a better way, brochures and pamphlets and so forth. So ionfaucet.com, 6A Tools. You've got the videos from PHA2 to help people set up. These will be if people need a little bit of extra support. That's going to be coming in PHA3 email. So I hope that you familiarize yourself with this, and now you know also where to point other people to go check it out. See how I might pass it back to you, and because I know you were going to kind of pull out your kit. I'm going to go grab my kit, and we can actually kind of walk people through some of the day-to-day stuff that we use. Also just wanted to let everyone know one of the extra pamphlets that I use that I'll pull up is from the Enagic website, and you can get that right in the distributor kit, so we'll show that. And then I guess the last one to really know about is your Kangen One Global, which is Danny D. McCauley's organization. And if you go to kangenOneGlobal.com, you're going to have access to a great video, but you also have all of these great marketing materials. So it's also where to get your travel cases, marketing tool presentations, all of this stuff. So getting yourself set up for the installation, but also for the promotional side. So with that, Siha, I'm going to pass it over to you, and you can kind of start to walk us through some of these tools that you use in your day-to-day business growth.
Thank you. Stay with me for a second, Creel.
Okay.
If you could do me a favor and go to also to mycongantools.com.
All right.
That's another one. If this one here, I just want to show you one of the tools that I like doing here. In My Kangen Tools, this is the video, one of the videos that Creel and I like to use a lot. Kong in 20 minutes, and they have flip charts and all that. But in one of the tabs, they have free resources. And so the free resources, they have just different flyers that you've maybe seen out there, or the uses of the 2.5. And it's all PDF form, and it's very clean and fresh. Yeah, if you branding, information, maybe it's under information, and right next to it, general info right there, and then
maybe right here, free tools.
Right there. That's one of my favorite. Just click on that for me for a second.
Yep.
Look at all the PDFs that are there that are clean and crisp. The peer reviews, that when I first started, there's 113 pages of peer reviews, the scientific parts. A lot of, again, I don't know how many times I've sent that attachment to doctors at the very beginning, and scientist-minded people who want the science behind it. There again, that's another website. You covered up all the ones that I would use. This is another one that I just wanted to share for resources. So thank you. And now I'll go on and talk about them. Okay, thanks, Krill. So those are the websites that we use every day to help out our business and to get our supplies and buy our supplies. The people that are there are Enagic distributors themselves, and they know our machines, they know our company, they know what we're going through, so they're very helpful in that way. I find Iron Faucet being that way. If I can't make or our teammates can't make water that emulsifies oil, they'll ask you where you're at, and they'll ask you questions to diagnose it over the phone, and they've done really well in giving a solution for that. So don't be afraid to call these folks, because they want to sell their product and they want to help you. Some of the products, what I like to do is I went and I bought the kit that Krill was showing, the $72, which has all the adapters that came with it, and I just want to show you some of the most popular adapters that I utilize from that kit. This one right here is one that I use a lot up in Canada, because there's a lot of custom sinks that none of the fixtures would work on well. So what you do here is you pull off the screen, and you push this up there and you tighten it. This is just a lock ring. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a plumber. And then this adapts onto your diverter, right? Just like this. So this is one that I use a lot up there in Canada. This one here I use a lot in trade shows, and what it is, it's a garden hose, a female garden hose female to a male adapter that again fits onto our diverter perfectly. So that's one that I use at a lot of trade shows, or if you ever put your system outdoors, we have, and garden hoses, this one is it. And then there's a whole bunch of these adapters right here that depending on the sink that you're putting on, is it a male that you have to attach to, or is it a female? And so whatever the screen that I pull off, I usually take that to the hardware. If I don't have an adapter that fits, I take the screen and I take the bottom part that came with the Enagic, the one that goes into to the diverter, right? And I'll take that to the hardware store, and I'll explain to them I need a female or a male on this end to go into a male on this end that fits perfect. And that's how I communicate with the plumbers at the hardware store. So what I do is I collect a jar full of Enagic. You know, when we buy our machines or when we get our machines, Enagic sends us this, in the newer machines they send us this pack here. Well, I collect all of those, and I have a whole bunch, and some of my customers who aren't using it, I ask them if I can have this because they're not using it, and they say sure, because they don't need it, and I always have extra. So I have extras, and I carry extras of what comes with the Enagic machines, and then the ones that I buy from the hardware store or from the website, I put into a different one. And the reason why I do that is because as I use them, I kind of try to replenish them every so often. You know, it's just like a toolbox or your fishing box. Once you use the lure or you lost it or whatever, and it's your favorite one, you want to go replace it. So it's kind of like my mental checklist that I have what I need because I've used it. I carry all my tools in a tool bag, you know, so you can get whatever tool bag that you want to use. I wanted something small and compact, but these are things that I believe you should have to make your job easier. You need these types of whatever pliers this is, and then you need an adjustable wrench, right? And I do travel with an adjustable wrench, but some airports will confiscate it if it's I think 6 inches or longer. But I was traveling internationally, and it didn't matter. They took it anyway. So again, an adjustable wrench, screwdriver. What I did was the screwdriver that I got was the kind that you can take out the Phillips screwdriver or the flathead screwdriver, and that way I only have one. In my bag also I have scissors. The scissors are to cut my Teflon tape. You know, when we're helping install a client's machine, I go the extra mile, and I want to make sure it doesn't leak, you know, after I leave. And I just put a couple wraps of this on there, so this goes a long ways. I even have, you know, some pH drops, because yes, it comes with the machines, but sometimes, you know, maybe I'm installing it a machine as a loaner machine somewhere for a client, and I need to make sure that the machine is going to test out correctly, so I have our designated pH from Enagic. So that's my toolbox. I believe everybody should have one. It'll make your life a lot easier. You know, it'll make the clients, you know, we're more professional because we're prepared to do any kind of installs. So I just wanted to share with you what I do there. The brochures that Creel shared with us on the websites to get, I don't know about you, but I find it difficult to review the brochures, and you know, online. They all look nice, but you know, I'm one of the touchy-feely kind of guys. So what I did was I ordered each one of those brochures, or when I went to trade shows or Enagic events, I picked up as much as I could and reviewed them to see if I liked them or not. You know, you can touch it. So some of my favorite brochures, and this is how I learned myself to get up to par with information, as well as training my teams on how to get up to par with information. So the brochures that I do have, but I really don't pass out to clients unless I truly absolutely feel that, you know, they're going to buy a machine because of the brochure, obviously then I give it to them. But I usually have it for training. This is a sports for athletes. This is the market. This is our market for people who buy our product. This is our market. People who are in optimum performance, right? So people in sports or working out. People that, this is the baby boomers. This one here is called the Fountain of Youth, you know, and why they're looking for the Fountain of Youth, and we have it in our product with the Kangen water machines. That's another segment of popular target markets to connect with. How about weight loss? Weight loss is huge. Why reinvent the wheel? Okay, so here's just a nice, easy brochure that educates how important and why it's so important to have the right kinds of water to lose that weight and lose that weight fast. Here's another one. This is another segment, a huge segment that we're dealing with, water in the brain. Dr. Corinne Allen, who we talked about a lot, she's in this brochure talking about the importance of water and hydrating your brain. Really, somebody spent time, money, effort, you know, and sat down and prepared a really nice brochure to get the point across. So, you know, it's really good education. So these are the ones that I carry, or that I buy and I carry with me. So have a look on site, and then buy, if you can, buy each one so that you can train your people on. Now some brochures that I like from Enagic, and Enagic has a lot of brochures. The ones that I like are the ones on the specific machines. This one here is on the K8, because you know, we're sharing the K8 and the uses of the water. It's nice, it's bold, it's crisp, it's clear. It just organizes the information. I really like what they did with the K8 brochure. So again, I really don't give it out. I just, whether I'm at a trade show or I'm talking to somebody, when I'm doing the presentation, I just have it sitting out on the table, and people can review it after, after the presentation. Of course, the SD501, they have all the models. I just carry the K8 and the SD501. This is a new one that Enagic just put out that I like a lot. This is how to use your Kangen water, right? So again, nice, bold, crisp, easy to read. It goes through all the different types of pH. So again, this one's you can find at our Enagic office or order online at enagic.com under supplies, I think, or under shop is what it is. That's through Enagic. This one also is through Enagic. This one is on the Ukon. I use this one a lot, all the time. This one I do give away to my clients because it has a lot of information, and I feel that, let them review it, take a look at it. And so I do buy this one, and I do give it out to my prospects that are looking at our Ukon turmeric product. It shows that the oils that's fortified in our supplementation, the different vitamins, the vitamin C, the Bs, just all the elements, the minerals, the nutrients that is in our capsules there. So awesome brochure here by Enagic on our turmeric product. And then last, from Enagic, but not least, is the filter. These are the different types of filter that Enagic offers, and different combinations. When you get it, you'll determine, depending on the water source, the recommended combination of filter for that water source. And there again, if you have questions on which one is the right combination, we call the Enagic office and ask to speak with the technical department. And so it's different ones at different offices. I know the ones that I'm dealing with, so I'll call them and I'll tell them the water source or where it's at, or the conditions of the water, whether it's acidic or if it's alkaline, if it's got a low ORP or a high ORP reading out of the tap, whether it can emulsify oil or not emulsify oil. You want to give them as much information as possible so that they can help you. That is, the Enagic technicians can help you decide which is the best filter combination to utilize. In the for the U.S. map, and I'm not sure if they have one for Canada, but for this flyer here is on the filters, the pre-filters by Enagic, the combination filters. On the back of the map, on the back of the flyer, it has the map of the U.S. and the conditions, the typical conditions of the water source, and that's how they can determine which is the best combination for you. There again, those are flyers from enagic.com. Creel talked about Kangen One Global, which is on the screen right now. Jerry Kosika is part of that team, and Jerry puts out the book that I believe everybody in this organization that needs to have to read. It's called Ride the Wave, and I think this is edition number 4. He may be on edition number 5 or 6. There again, this book covers everything from just everything. I wanted to just share. This is a must. If you're in this business, this is a must, and that's at Kangen One Global. Also at Kangen One Global is these magazines. And so I've been working a lot with athletes, and I've been working a lot with gym owners. I've been speaking at bodybuilding competitions. I like having something like this, which targets that market for athletes and bodybuilders, and I just have it with me just to show the athletes that are utilizing this technology in here. Our dear friend Wade Lightheart's in here as well. So again, this is target marketing. It's learning about it, and it's getting the information out there. Somebody who's into the green lifestyle, eco-friendly lifestyle. This magazine here, Consumer Guide. This one here is pretty popular because of all the machines out there. Why is ours the best? Again, just a magazine and just an overall health magazine that talks about our Kangen water, all through Kangen One Global. It's also known as KangenOneInfo.com as well. Just real briefly, because I love the quality of these booklets that Dr. Peggy Parker put out. When you see them on site, you don't know how big they are. You don't know how they feel. This one is got a a really nice glossy, high-end brochure feel. It's heavy, so the inside is very clean. It's very easy to read. It's very inviting. It's got great graphics. There again, I really like the effort that she put into putting something that's really quality. So I don't give these out. They're expensive. I think they are like $9 or something. But nonetheless, you know what? It's quality work, and it's really great to share with people. This is also Dr. Peggy Parker's, If Bodies Heal Themselves, Why Am I Still Sick? And again, very, very high quality work that's done here. I like that a lot. So much more than, this is all the different uses of the Kangen water in the kitchen, for food preparation. So if we're working with restaurant owners or people who are, who love to cook or who love to be in the kitchen or want to experience the Kangen lifestyle with Kangen water, what are the different pHs to cooking your pasta and washing your fruits and vegetables, storing this and that, making your rice, all that. Very well done on that. So those are booklets by Dr. Peggy Parker. There again, we've got it on the screen. It's hard to tell. Can you see? It's hard to tell what it looks like. So if there's a combination of one where you can buy each one, that's what I would highly recommend. And they're all excellent. I've seen them. I own them all, and I've read them all. For books, so now we're going to go from brochures to magazines, and now we're going to go to books. The books that I carry with me that are in my presentation, what do you call it, roller. I have a suitcase that I put all my supplies in. I have Wade's book, Hydration Breakthrough for Athletes. This is, Wade's experience on the water and what the water does, and athletes and coaches and, anybody that's into performance. This is the book you want to give them. You don't have to say much. You just say, hey, you know what? This is what the water does for performance. And I know that's what you guys are about. So that's the book that I have of Wade's. This is a very popular book in the Enagic world. It is Killing Cancer, Not People by Robert Wright. Chapter 6 is all about Kangen water and why it's effective and whatnot. So have it as a tool. So those are the two books that I have. Now let's go into DVDs. There's a lot of DVDs out there. I'm just going to show you the ones that I use. Everything, all the tools that I've shared with you here are the tools that I use a lot of all the time. This one here for DVDs, this is what Creel was mentioning when we have a prospect that we're either sharing the water with or just want to introduce it to them. This seems to be a really effective one. Why Kangen water in 20 minutes? This one here is pretty effective as well. This one has the different doctors from our medical advisor, Dr. Horst Filzer, to Dr. Tim McKnight, who says great things about our water. There's a dentist in here. There's Dr. Shinyan here. So it's from a doctor's viewpoint and opinion, and so that's a great one for DVDs. For pet lovers, because I think for every human being on earth, the average is like 4 pets per person. So the pet market, don't forget that. That's huge. And there again, if they're pet lovers, you would just want to talk about the water and how it can benefit their pets, their loved ones there. This one here is pretty amazing. This is called The Secret Sauce. It's restaurant owners and how Kangen water helped their business or helped the taste of their foods and how they utilize it in their restaurants. So this is really awesome for that line of work there. This DVD, Dr. Corinne Allen, Your Brain on Water. You can also watch this for free on YouTube, but I wanted some people, I just want to have access to it on DVD. It's right here, but you can get this on YouTube. And maybe all these you can find somewhere on YouTube, but you know how they move it around. So I have the hard copies of them here. This, for entrepreneurs, for our business, this is related to our network marketing industry. Rise of the Entrepreneur. You know how much we love GoPro and the teachings of Eric Worre, and this really brings it home on today's business, today's successful entrepreneurs, and a system in place for everybody. And the risk factor, is having a job better than owning your own business? This will clarify that for a lot of people. It sure did for me. And This one here is a CD, Bigger, Faster, Stronger. But this was Shane Stratton, Wade Lightheart, and Dr. Dave Carpenter talking about our water. Excellent CD. It's long, but for athletes who are looking for the full scoop on it, these are the professionals that this is their line of work. This is what they do, and they're talking about it. So I am wrapping it up right there with tools. I'll bring Creel back on. Those are some of my favorite tools that I use. Creel, is there anything you want to add or on this one here?
Yeah, great work, Siha. Yeah, all those tools I have found, I picked them up over the years. And one additional one I wanted to mention, and I've been looking, I have 2 of them here, but I can't find them right now, is the Distributor Handbook, which you can get directly from the Enagic office. So Kungan One came out with this, and they got Enagic to pick it up. And it's basically a flip book that will walk you through the genuine, most people's general overview PowerPoint that you'll see at demos. But it allows you to kind of sit with a person and walk through it. I use it all the time if I'm doing like a little mini demo. So instead of bringing all the stuff, I bring a few things in the flip book and walk through it. I think it runs about $85 for the distributor book. It comes with a few other things, but that is the key piece in there. I use it all the time, so I think that's a really effective tool. But in general, I think, see how I kind of nailed it. Here's my version of my toolbox. And I've just been collecting stuff, so whenever I go on the road, I'll take what I need out of there and, downsize it. But everything from those pairs of scissors, and then for the distributors out here, I got a smaller one, which is my ORP meter, my drips for my pH and for the chlorine, and then I got some fancy hydrogen drops. So it's nice to have your tools and be prepared because, yeah, this is how you get your business roll. See how you told me years ago, a demo a day is a paycheck a day. So in order to make that happen, you got to have your tools and be able to present that out there. So great work. I think we're ready to open up and see if there's any questions that you guys out there want to have answered. If you've got any questions about the emails that came through this week, stuff for the future, while I check the questions, see how maybe you might want to make, if you're ready, make a little announcement of what's happening event-wise.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. We got some events that are coming up here very shortly. October 1, more recently, in a few weeks, we have the grand opening at the Seattle office, Linwood office, moving into a 3 times the size office of where we came from, and it's going to be absolutely an amazing party. October 1, I believe it's from noon until evening time, and all the head corporate managers are coming up to celebrate on that one. Don Prosser, Mr. Higa. So a big celebration, food, drinks will be provided all day, and some recognition for a lot of the leaders that have gone 6A and above, since global. So that's going to be really fun. That's October 1. October 15, our good friends Steve Beaumont and Billy Baker are hosting a Super Saturday event with some heavy hitters in the business. And the Enagic family are coming in to speak on that one. It's going to be an amazing show there, and one of our PH Alliance teammates, Antonina, is going to be speaking on UConn there as well. So again, getting knowledge from everybody, getting the golden nuggets is so key and so important. It's local. It's local, so bring your people. To me, local is anywhere within a 2-hour drive. That is local. So come on down and come on up for that one. That's, again, October 15th. And then November 6th, we're going to be in Paradise. I'm saying aloha, Creel, myself. I got 100% confirmation from Roger and Sabina. So many other teammates and leaders are going to be there. Hawaii. Why Hawaii? Hawaii is paradise. Hawaii is open for business, global business. There's a million people on that small island at any one given time from outside of Hawaii. So they're flying in from all over the world. You don't know who you're going to meet there. It's halfway mark from here to Australia, from here to Southeast Asia. So think about it that way. Think about all the connections that you can make and the business that you can open up. Everybody and anybody who is a rock star or a president, they've gone to Hawaii. So you want to be there. It's a write-off. So November 6th, some amazing speakers on that. That's November 6th. And then in December, it's Eric Worre. The first week of December, it's Eric Worre. And then come January, we're back in Vancouver for a Super Saturday. Prosperity Health Alliance. We'll get you the details out on that one. Our calendar, we are booking 1 year in advance, folks, for these major events that we're going to be attending and a part of. And so we'd like to lock arms with you and have you join us, because we've seen mountains move literally when we all meet at these places, and then when we go back home, mountains start moving. And you've seen that, Creel, with your team, right, and yourself and your business.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a little note on the Hawaii, it would be a really great, strategically wise, Hawaii in November, but there's also going to be a Super Saturday that's being talked about for March. Danny Dean McCauley seems to be spreading this rumor that he wants to do a global convention there at some point. So from my point of view, it's just like getting some kind of leg started on the islands will be really supported over the course of the next coming years. And the islands are really going to take off. So, reach out to people, figure out how to do some advertising, start reaching out to people on Facebook and see what you can do, because I think it's going to be a really fun time happening there. So there's a couple of questions. We'll just take care of them. Roger, you're going to be on Tuesday night in Vancouver at Alain's place. Ask Alain. He's got extra books. He's got a whole little box of Wade books. So you can pick them up right there. And then Taro, got a question. I recently opened up a market in Beijing, China. Congratulations. Do I need to contact Hong Kong office and ask them what type of pre-filter is required for my clients in that specific area, or do I call Ion Faucet? Ion Faucet will really only work with the USA. Occasionally we get some information around Canada stuff, but it's really a USA kind of scenario. So you do want to contact the Hong Kong office. Hong Kong office does have a bunch of pre-filters, so they should have a lot more information around what's necessary there. So you can also check Enagic.Hong Kong. They have their own website. It might also be through Enagic Asia that has access there, so you can start to take a look at the pre-filters that are online. Generally speaking, for all these different areas, Hong Kong, Europe, Enagic Europe or Enagic Asia and Enagic North America, they usually have a big website, team website there that will list a bunch of the supplies that are used in those specific bioregions. So check out there. Keeping it sweet and short this evening. That is the only questions that we have in the box. If you've got anything else that's really keen, pop it in there right now. Otherwise, we might just keep it sweet and invite you to take a look at the next PHA 3 and PHA 4 of your training system will be coming out. If we definitely welcome feedback and comments. If you find that, hey, there's been something overlooked or some grammar mistake or something like that, hey, shoot us an email so that we can fix it up, because we really want to provide you and the whole team the best service possible. So we'd love your feedback on that. So maybe with that, maybe I'll kick it over to Siha. I'll say my good nights. See you guys all next week. I will not be here. I'm taking a 3-week holiday to Greece and Egypt, so I'm not sure how the time frame and the connections are going to be, so I might be off the webinars for a while. But we're going to finish strong here in the next week in Vancouver and get Wade and myself to new ranks. So hopefully that news will come down the pipe soon, but I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Kicking it over to you, Siha, for a final good night.
Awesome. You deserve to be in Greece and enjoy the beautiful weather and everything else, my friend. So you absolutely deserve it. We're going to miss you, but you know what? We're going to keep it going, and that's the beauty of this business. You know, it's teamwork, and so we can all live our lives and live out our vacations, and you know, it keeps moving forward. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you move your business forward. You guys are reaching out to me. I love it. You're texting, you're emailing, and you know, we're responding. So we're moving your business forward. It's moving our business forward. Together we move forward. So with that, I want to thank you all for being here and supporting us and supporting, you know, Enagic all over the world. And what a beautiful life we're all leading. So thank you so much, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.